We are only a couple weeks away from Election Day, and tonight, one of the candidates for governor made a stop in Toledo.
Well, whoa, Lucas County.
At Walbridge Park in Toledo, Whaley spoke to an enthusiastic crowd of supporters, touching on issues like abortion.
Judges matter, because 3 weeks ago, a Hamilton County court put a temporary stay on the 6-week abortion ban in Ohio. So abortion is still legal in Ohio, but it is temporary.
To corruption in the State House, saying that public officials should not be both employed by the state and corporations. She made reference to Sam Randazzo, who was appointed by incumbent Governor Mike DeWine to the Public Utilities Commission of Ohio, while employed by First Energy. That work allowed him to bribe public officials into passing the company's $1.3 billion bailout.
We need to make sure that there's real transparency in this work, especially since this State House and this governor have a bad track record when it comes to corruption.
Whaley also brought home the conversation of guns, noting that as mayor of Dayton, she has become a bigger advocate for stronger gun laws because of the mass shooting that killed 9 people in her community back in 2019.
9 out of 10 Ohioans support universal background checks. The majority of NRA members support universal background checks. This is a common sense, everyone agrees, let's get it done.
Whaley added that if elected, she intends on rolling back 2 of the controversial gun laws signed into law by Governor Mike DeWine, one which allows for permitless carry and the other school districts to arm staff members. She emphasized that both laws receive strong pushback from law enforcement across the state. The Democrat also tonight discussed redistricting, as the governor sits on the State Redistricting Commission.
The state of Michigan has been able to do this. The state of Michigan has a Democratic governor and Republican state legislature, and they were able to draw fair districts. There are states that have been able to do this, and so perhaps we look at them.
As cities like Toledo see economic growth and revitalization, population decline is still an issue. Just 10 years ago, 287,487 people called this city home. Now, that number stands at 275,116. Cities like Toledo have seen population decline, which is not something you want to see if you want economic development. So how will you reverse that trend that officials for years have tried to reverse?
What we have seen in the past 4 decades of Mike DeWine's leadership is that we have seen a lack of investment from communities that weren't Columbus. And so places like Toledo, Dayton, Akron, even Cleveland and Cincinnati aren't getting their fair share of resources in the state, and they've only been investing in Columbus. And so we need to invest in all parts of the state, and that's something I would be committed to as governor. As the former mayor of Dayton, I know how important that is.
And when it comes to the impact of inflation on working families, Whaley says that one thing she'll do if elected is suspend the state gas tax for 6 months. She'll make up for that by using the state's rainy day fund. Reporting in Toledo, I'm Jaden Jefferson.